What's up guys, ep1 here and welcome back to another video, and this one is actually going to be the beginning of a brand new series I'm going to start making, and that is going to be the ultimate guide to how you can make the best base in survival Minecraft. And yeah, I think it's going to be really cool. I really hope you guys enjoy. It's going to include every single tip you will need about building your ultimate base in survival Minecraft. And yeah, we're gonna start right now. So as you can see, I have generated a world, and this is right here is exactly where I want to start building my base. I think it's really beautiful, and I hope you do too. Anyway, it's not just any random seed. I actually created a whole bunch of worlds. You can see that right here if you want right now. So as you can see, I created a whole bunch of different worlds. And then I found this one, and I thought this one was really beautiful. So I decided to keep this one, and that I was going to build my base in this one, in this world. And you guys should also do that. I highly recommend that. You just make a bunch of different worlds, all in creative. Fly around to it, check around. Is it beautiful? For example, another really important thing is, does it have a village nearby? Because, yeah, you really want to have a village nearby as well. Yeah, those are really handy to have. Especially for villager breeders later on, if you want to, for example, make a villager trading hall, which is definitely one of the things we're going to be covering in this series of how to build a really nice villager trading hall. We're definitely going to do that because every survival world needs one of those. Now, once you have chosen your the seed that you want to use, then I recommend that you start thinking about the block palette and the materials you want to use your base. And before you start building like a really big omega base, I recommend just to build like a dirt hut, maybe somewhere over here or something, or a small wooden cabin, just to stay in until that your preferred base, which mine is going to be over here, is going to be finished. So you want to think about the blocks you're going to be using, and I've got a few ideas for my block palette. But actually, before you start building the house, you sort of want to start making this space a bit more accessible, and you want to start turning it into the place where you actually want your base to be. Because like there's an overhang right here. I mean, that isn't really good for my base. I might want to clear out a bit of space right over here as well. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to make this space exactly how I want it to be. And then I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so what do you think? I know it looks a little bit weird right now, especially because it looks really like a really big cube. Don't worry, we're gonna fix that eventually. First, we're just gonna build the whole base here, and then we're gonna sort of blend it back into this thing. So as you can see, I also took away the whole entire overhang over here. We might bring the overhang back a little bit or something like that. We'll definitely do stuff like that, and also the island. Yeah, the island isn't looking very impressive. We're also going to fix that when we, for example, bring back a bit of the overhang hanging over the house or something like that. Don't worry, we're all going to take care of that. But anyway, whilst I was building this, I actually came up with a block palette, which is right over here. So we have soul soil with the spruce wood planks, spruce logs, and actually also the stripped spruce logs, just like just right there. Oops, I'm messing it all up right now. I forgot to put in the stripped spruce logs. But anyway, this is pretty much going to be what our block pile is like. So with a bunch of the spruce things, we got the soil, the spruce logs. Then we've got some blackstone. There's 2 other types of here I'm also going to use for variation. And then for the flooring, I think I'm mainly going to use basalt. And we're going to use lanterns actually as lights, which I think is going to look really, really cool with this block palette and all. So I'm just going to put all my stuff back in this chest right here. And then I think now once you have finished mining out this or placing blocks to make an area suitable for you to start building your base, the first thing you need to think of is, where is the entrance going to be? I sort of feel like having a grand entrance right over here, sort of, just like right there. I think I'm going to also stick with that, make a beautiful entrance over here. So why don't we quickly go do that right now? We can grab some materials, just like that. And I'll grab all these as well. So we can just go put our doors over here, and boom, we got an entrance. I know it looks really, really impressive. One of the important things that a lot of people sometimes accidentally do wrong is that they actually go and immediately from their door, they just start building outwards, and they immediately start building, and then they decorate that whole area, and then they do this part. But I think it's important to do it all in steps. So what you really need to do, I think, is just get sort of the base in first. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to make like a sort of framework around this whole area, because like you want somewhere to sleep. I mean, you've got maybe a wooden cabin somewhere over there, but you want somewhere to sleep. And then with a frame, if it goes wrong and if you don't end up liking it, it's actually much easier to then edit and then turn it into something that you do want it to be. Because, for example, if I put detail into only this wall right over here, and I spend a really long time working on all that detail, and then I figure out that I don't like it, it's going to be a real pain to take it down, and you'll also have wasted a bunch of time for nothing. But that's why we also take care of our block palette right there before we actually start building this whole thing, because yeah, that's also really important. You also sort of need to think of how high you want it to be. With the frameworks for this episode, I think I'm just only gonna sort of put the frames for 2 floors. And because I'm probably gonna make it taller than 2 floors, but I'm just gonna do it for 2 floors right now. And something you may see me do is put dirt in each of these corners right here. And that is because I really like the idea of insetting or offsetting our walls to this build, which is going to be really, really cool, I think. I love insetting and offsetting my walls. So I'm just, we can just start building the frame. We need to think, how high is the first floor going to be? I like it being 4 blocks tall, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So then we're going to extend up 4 on all the corners. 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we come to this corner right here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this corner over here too. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just like that, we've got a tiny bit of framing. And then also, you might see that I added like this little bit over here. That's because I don't want my my house to be just a big square plopped into a chunk. I want to have dynamics, as I was explaining earlier, with like the inset and offset walls. Yeah, I really wanted to have some sort of shape. So then, you obviously extend all these one higher because that's where your floor is going to be. So we're technically going to have like a floor right there. Then you can think, how high do you want your second floor to be? I think that'll just be, I think I'll do with 3 blocks high, so 1, 2, 3. And go over here as well. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And these last 2 as well. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Oh wait, those weren't the last 2. And then 1, 2, 3. Now I've got all these weird pillars, which are actually really high, compared to those 2 tiny little doors over there. So then we can count up how high we wanted our first floor to be. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. And then we're going to insert some lines over here to indicate where the floors are going to be. Because you want to have somewhere to walk on as well. Like, yeah, floor. And please don't build your house all out of the exact same block. I mean, trust me, it's gonna look really ugly. You don't want that, and I also don't. It's really important to have variation and a lot of different shapes in your house. Like, I was thinking of maybe adding actually like a circular part on top of the house, maybe, or something like that. Or adding a circular garden right in front over here. Not just have it all cubes. Even though Minecraft is one big square, even the clouds are. Yeah, it's really important to vary it a bit. So yeah, and now we got a bit of the frameworks in place. I think that was it for this episode. So I really look forward to making the next episode in this. I was gonna say what we're gonna do in the next episode, but to be honest, I'm really not quite sure. We're probably gonna finish some of the framework and then maybe start doing some of the walls or something like that. I know this is the first like 2 or 3 episodes are gonna be a bit more boring, I guess. Well, boring. No, all my episodes are fun, okay? But and after that we're gonna do cool stuff like villager trading halls, farms, all that stuff. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I really look forward to making the next episode. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and don't forget to join my Discord. Link will be down in the description. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.